Welcome to Father G Shorts. Today we're going to look at the theme of Towards a New Global Economy, and this is the second part following on from yesterday. Now, as we discovered yesterday, there are serious deficiencies in how both capitalism and socialism impacts on our personal lives and on the world. Today we shall examine a possible new path for the global economy that radically transforms markets as we know them, and also just as radically transforms global, social and environmental benefits. So, we have 3 minutes. The clock is ticking. From now, let us begin. In 1944, towards the end of the Second World War, the Allies met for a conference at Bretton Woods to build a new post-war global economy. At this meeting, the International Monetary Fund was created, together with that which later became known as the World Bank. These institutions were created to promote development across the world. In this endeavour, they have had some measure of success. However, they continue to be dominated by richer nations, and they have hardly made any dent in those capitalist and socialist systems and their assumptions that have invariably not led to the betterment of people's lives, nor have they promoted environmental sustainability. With spiralling increases in world population, entrenched world poverty, the depletion of resources and the climate and ecological crises, I believe we need a new Bretton Woods global revolution in the economic order, together with new global financial institutions, radically democratized and equipped to roll out a system of what I'm calling eco-social credits, or ES credits for short. These ES credits would provide incentives for each participating country to implement those social, economic, environmental and ecological policies that would attract grants in the form of the internationally distributed ES credits, which would immediately become a global currency of incentive. Green and social taxes are not enough. There need to be incentives as well as penalties, and this is what the ES credit system provides by integrating into and yes, disrupting positively existing financial markets. It has happened with Bitcoin. I see no reason why this could not succeed also with ES credits. Governments that implemented social and eco-friendly policies would directly benefit through the international ES credit system. However, this proposal needs to go much further and deeper. ES credits need to be made directly to individuals, families, local and regional projects in what is now known as micro-funding, and this is already phenomenally successful in developing nations. We now have the information technologies to achieve all of this. It would become then much more difficult for corrupt states and socially and environmentally irresponsible governments to misapply ES credits, faced with the penalty of withdrawal and redirection to those individuals, communities and projects that would directly benefit. Insofar as international ES credits would be funded, regulated and controlled by a transformed IMF and World Bank or their successor institutions, truly democratic participation in these reform bodies will be the absolute prerequisite of international participation. Eventually, I see the possibility of international ES credits evolving to the point where national currencies would no longer be required. But this, of course, presupposes the evolution of nations into a truly global, just and democratic international order. This is a theological project for believers, not just a secular one. Dreaming, though, is not enough. We need to start building now. Both capitalists and socialists can and should sign up. But beware, your ideologies will have to change profoundly going forward, and no longer will you be allowed to call the shots. The benefit of all people and the planet itself must now be your creed.